Elliot was a man who thrived on busyness. A marketing executive in a bustling city, his days were filled with meetings, calls, and deadlines. Even his evenings were booked with dinners and networking events. But despite his packed schedule, Elliot often felt a gnawing emptiness, a sense that something important was missing from his life. One day, while scrolling mindlessly through social media, he came across an ad for a weekend retreat at a Zen monastery. On impulse, he signed up, hoping to find some clarity, or at least a temporary escape from the chaos. When Elliot arrived at the monastery, he was greeted by the head monk, an elderly man named Tenzin. The monk smiled warmly and handed Elliot a simple task for the weekend: meditate on the question, what is the sound of one hand clapping? Elliot was puzzled, but intrigued. He spent hours in the meditation hall, staring at the blank walls and trying to solve the riddle. He clapped one hand against his thigh, against the floor, even waved it through the air, searching for a sound. Frustrated, he approached Tenzin. "I don't understand," Elliot confessed. "There's no sound with just one hand. What's the point of this exercise?" Tenzin smiled. "You've been so focused on finding a sound that you've missed the silence. The lesson isn't in the answer, but in the space it creates. In your busy life, you've filled every moment with noise. What if the most important things lie in the quiet spaces in between?" Elliot sat with these words, and for the first time, he noticed the gentle rustling of the wind in the trees, the soft chirping of birds, and the faint rhythm of his own breath. He realized how long it had been since he truly listened to the world, to himself, or to the stillness around him. When the retreat ended, Elliot returned to the city, but he was different now. He began carving out moments of silence in his day, finding peace in the pauses between his tasks. And in those quiet spaces, he discovered clarity, balance, and a newfound connection to himself and the world. The sound of one hand clapping, Elliot realized, wasn't about the sound at all. It was about learning to embrace the silence